You know, with the fourth Pachiokun, it's time for them to shake things up. Change up the series formula a bit. I mean, you can't just keep making the exact same pachinko game over and over again, right? Huh, I guess they can keep making the same pachinko game over and over again. For all you Pachio heads out there, here are the big changes for Pachiokun 4. Now there are multiple Pachio family members that you play as you progress the story, and it's possible to get a bad ending if you do certain events. And that's it. Alright, there is one other significant change, though it's one we've seen before. Pachiokun 4 is the first of the Pachiokun series to support the pachinko controller. Since Coconuts Japan has multiple pachinko series on the Famicom, we've actually already seen it before, since the controller was released alongside Pachinko Daisaksen. The pachinko controller is a Famicom controller that has a big analog wheel attached to one side, and it basically replicates the feel of a real-life pachinko machine. Pachinko was Japan's national gambling addiction, until it got replaced by video slots that incorporated a few minor pachinko features. The concept of pachinko is that you pay for a certain number of ball bearings, launch them up into a machine so that they fall down a pegboard, and then if they drop into certain slots, more ball bearings come out of the machine. Once you're ready to stop, you take however many ball bearings you have and trade them in for a prize. And then you trade the token prize for actual money, because adding that extra step makes everything nice and legal. So here's how Pachiokun 4 works if you haven't seen any of the other Pachiokun games. The King of Pachinko wants you to go and beat a bunch of pachinko machines. And there's an overworld with a few pachinko parlors in it. In the parlor, you sit down at a machine, and then start launching balls. You start with 100, and the machine starts with 2,000. And you just sit at that machine, launching balls, until you run out or the machine does. If the machine runs out, you've beaten it, and move on to the next one. Clear enough machines, and you go on to the next chapter of the story. When you're not playing pachinko, you can talk to other patrons, or you can talk to the person at the back of the parlor so that you can exit the parlor. Talking to the person at the desk is also how you save the game, and there are 3 save slots in Pachiokun 4. You have to clear roughly 130 pachinko machines to finish the game. When I was recording, it took me 38 minutes to clear one machine. So beating this one can take a very long time. And just about the whole time that you are playing, you're just holding the dial in a position where you found that you'll regularly hit targets, and then just sitting there and waiting as the machine slowly drains. The Pachiokun games haven't retained a lot of popularity in Japan over the years. If you're enough of a pachinko maniac to play a pachinko game, there's still not much reason to go back to the 8-bit era. And personally, I find the games to be incredibly dull. I'll give Sea Dream and Coconuts Japan this: they are making the best pachinko games on the Famicom. They've got the most features, they've got the most style of machines, they've got the best ball behavior. But at the end of the day, it's still a game where you really don't do a whole lot. And that not doing a whole lot takes a whole lot of time. I just don't really see anybody having a good time with this one 30 years after its release.